All right, so today we're going to be going through my 2024 yearly beauty favorites. And this year I feel like I have a much smaller pool of products than I usually do, but I wanted to just keep it at the ones that truly are like the standouts and what I reach for most often. As always, if a product makes it into a favorites video, it is truly standout, thoroughly tested, is a favorite. I don't just throw products into a video for the sake of having more products because I don't want you guys spending your money on stuff that is just mid. I was looking back at my yearly favorites from last year. Most of those products I'm still using on a weekly basis, if not every day. So everything will be linked down below in the description box, and I'll also pin a comment with the links there. And I want to know what your guys' most used products are this year. Comment down below with your top 3. Let's start out with the standout lip gloss slash mask. Is technically like a skincare lip sleeping mask kind of product. This is affordable. It's a Korean skincare product, and if you know anything about Korean skincare, I just trust the ingredients so much more. This thing is effective. Helps so much with the dry lips, dry chapped lips. It's called Pantene Lips and it's by the Mediheal brand. This one is the one specifically that I'm mentioning, the one in the pink packaging, because they have multiple different ones. This is the one I've tested and repurchased multiple times this year. I have one of these in pretty much every purse in my car. This is something that I've continued to repurchase because it is just that good. I use this in different ways. I use it on a daily basis. If I'm putting on lip liner, a lot of times I'll just throw this on over top. I'll use it almost every night unless I'm using this other product that I'm going to mention, but I'll use it almost every single night on my lips when I go to sleep. This does have a very nice juicy kind of look to it, but it isn't sticky at all. It has like a smooth buttery kind of feel. It does have a little bit of a scent, which at first I wasn't into, but as soon as I put it on my lips, I don't notice the scent. It's not one of those that can taste and that like does that weird throat thing. Is it just me? You can't taste this one. The scent goes away, so it's really not an issue. And then my other standout lip treatment kind of product this year, this stuff is amazing. This I am fully out of. I have like one more use I might be able to get out of here, but this is the e.l.f. Skin Lip Mask, and same exact kind of use as the Pantene Lips. I do it on lip liner or at night. It gives you a really pretty sheen and plump kind of look as well. I would say this one is slightly more like juicy looking, so I love it for the day. Same kind of thing with the scent. Like I don't love the scent, but again, I don't notice it on my lips, don't taste it. This stays on. I like a lip product that when I wake up in the morning, my lips still feel like moisturized. Both of these do that. Very hydrating. We'll continue to repurchase both of these. My most used face products like foundation, tinted moisturizers, BB creams this year are all favorites from past years. Most often this year, I was reaching for a BB cream, tinted moisturizer. But one thing I like to do with the Stay Slip Tint or really any foundation to alter it is another e.l.f. product. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I feel like we've all kind of heard about this at this point. This is in the shade 3, which obviously is quite dark. So I'd use this in a few different ways. First way is mixing this in with either foundations or tinted moisturizers to give it a glow, give it a little bit of color, give it more of like a tan look. This definitely has a warm tone to it, but it gives your face the most beautiful sheen. This is like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. So if you get it in a darker shade than your skin tone, you can mix it in like I just said, or you can also use it as liquid bronzer. And that's the way I most often use it, especially if I have a face product on where I'm like, ooh, I'm looking a little dead, need a little like life to my face, need to warm things up. I just put this on the perimeter of my face on both sides, blend it out like you would a bronzer, liquid bronzer, and because of the sheen, it just gives your face the most like beautiful radiance. And if you're someone where you like a matte foundation overall, or maybe you have like oily skin, but you still want that glow and to look like really healthy, this would be a great kind of thing for you because you can just target like certain parts of your face, but still keep, you know, the center more matte. Or if you're like me and you're just like a glow everywhere, go to town. You can also get your actual skin tone or lighter than your skin tone and use it as a face highlighter. It looks beautiful in that way as well with a lighter shade. The Rhode Cream Blush. I have the shade Freckle and I actually just ordered 2 more shades of this. First of all, the packaging on these, so cute. Reminds me of a little mini corn dog. But the shade Freckle, when you just look at it in here, it looks like it's not going to be very impressive at all. Like when I opened this, when I got it in the mail, I was like, unimpressed. But then when you put it on your face, that's where the magic happens. You can either, on this cheek, I dipped the brush onto here and then applied, or on this cheek, I just went in. You can apply either way. It has a beautiful sheen to it. No glitter, just that like really pretty reflective kind of look. Love this in the summertime. Blends out easy, especially in the last, I want to say like 4 months of this year. This was probably my most used cream blush. I've been trying to think how to sum up the amount of love I have for this next product, and it's this Rare Beauty Cheer. So this is technically a powder blush, but I'm mentioning this as a blush topper highlighter. If you like that pink, very pretty, shimmery sheen kind of pop on your cheeks, you need this. I also have the shade Happy, but the shade Cheer is where it's at. I like to use it with this brush. It's like a tapered kind of blush brush, so it's just the perfect size for getting this kind of look and using it as like a blush topper. This is one of those products where if my face is looking like I just need a little bit more blush, I need a little bit of pop, I want to have that like healthy pinky glow. I feel like it's getting so dark. It's 3 o'clock. Throughout this entire year, this was definitely probably in my top 2 like most reached for products of the year. My brow routine that was most consistent throughout this year was definitely these 2 products. So for the brow pencil, first I go in with the spoolie, kind of brush up my brow hairs, and then I take the Rare Beauty brow pencil in the shade Cool Brown. I love this shade. It's like a nice medium neutral but not too gray kind of brown. First off, the packaging of this pencil feels nice quality. It has like a nice weight to it. This is different than what I usually go for in a brow pencil. I usually go for a very like micro tip, a little bit on the waxier side, because sometimes I feel like that can give you more of like the brow hair kind of look. This one is like an oval-ish kind of shape. It's angled. And on the creamy scale, I would say it's very in the middle, where it's definitely more creamy than what I usually go for, but I like that it doesn't fill in your brows too much, it doesn't slide around too much, and it stays in place throughout the day, but it does have a little bit more cream to it. Like it's very easy to put on very quick because of that. And I repurchased this, I want to say 3 times this year. So really like this one. And then this is not going to be for everyone. So listen up. This is not for like the natural, soft, can't feel your brows kind of situation. This is if you have brow hairs that are more coarse, that a lot of products won't hold up, like getting the laminated kind of look. It does dry down to where it's not like super noticeable, doesn't feel super gluey, but the key to this is that you need to wipe off the brush one time. Like when you take it out of here, take your wand and wipe it across one time so you don't have too much product. If you have too much product on here, a thing can happen, which happens with a lot of brow products like this, where you can get like the little flaky bits if you're applying too much product. It's never happened to me if I have the right amount of product. So what I like to do is rub it around, like make sure all sides of your hairs are coated with the product, and then at the end, then flick it up. Then take your finger and actually press it into your skin, and that's how you can get the more like lifted look. So this one works great for me. I'm going to leave a few different links for this down below, because a lot of the times I've noticed on Kohl's, it'll go on sale for like $12.50, like half off. So super good deal, but especially if you can get it on sale. Best hairspray I have ever found. This is the John Frieda Frizz Ease. I can use this one in pretty much any way. What I most use it for is after styling my hair, no matter what hairstyle it is, straight, wavy, full curls, whatever it is. And then what this is amazing for is adding volume. If you hold your hair out to the side and then like spray through and kind of like zhuzh it up, this adds more volume for me than anything I've tried in my hair, even like volume, you know, kind of root powders and things like that. If you want some body and some volume, spray this lightly throughout your hair. If you spray it lightly and not like too close, it doesn't give that like crunchy kind of feel, and it holds the style so well, like for multiple days afterwards. It says humidity resistance. I don't live in a humid place, so I haven't been able to fully test that yet. So if you live somewhere humid and you use this hairspray, comment down below. Let us know if it works well for humidity. I would say the scent is like pretty classic hairspray kind of scent. There's nothing like incredible about it, but it doesn't smell bad. It smells way better than, you know what the worst smelling hair products are, I think? Trust me. This next product is another drugstore hair product that is incredible. I got this recommendation from Abby Young. She goes through and like breaks down the ingredients and stuff over on TikTok. and she mentioned this product. It's the Pantene Miracle Rescue 10-in-1 multitasking leave-in conditioner spray. That is quite the name. It does all these things on the screen. It's packed in my suitcase right now. If your hair needs some moisture, is just looking like dull, not soft, like sometimes I feel like hair goes through those kind of phases where like the products you're using just aren't cutting it. Try this. It's like $8. You just spray it in your hair when you get out of the shower, and I put a decent amount in. I lift up my hair, make sure I'm getting like all areas, and then brush it through and just let it sit in there overnight. So leave-in conditioner kind of spray. My hair, when I wake up, has a good like shine to it. It is soft. I feel like I don't need as many hair products as I usually put in. Smells great and is one of those hair products that I definitely notice a difference with. If you want a scent that you're going to get so many compliments on, it's actually a body lotion. It's the EOS body lotion in either vanilla or coconut waters. Both of them are so good by themselves or mixing with perfumes. Not only is the scent incredible, but the formula of this body lotion is great. I'm picky with body lotions. I don't like it to feel like super tacky. It has the like rich kind of thicker creamy feel, but then it absorbs in. It doesn't have like a stick to it. It just leaves your skin really nice and soft and moisturized, and the scents are intoxicating. I love the coconut one mixed with the coconut or the vanilla mixed with Alien Goddess. Such a good combo. I am not married. I've never been married, but for some reason I feel like I've made it my life's mission on YouTube to find bridal eyeshadows. If you've been around for a while, you're gonna be like, yep. The amount of times I feel like I've mentioned an eyeshadow as a good bridal lid shade. I don't know. There's certain like champagne colored shadows that give your eyes this pop and sheen that have this like different kind of look to me where I'm like, that's a bridal shadow. This shadow by Moira has the most insane kind of sheen. This is affordable. It's from Amazon. The best way to apply it is with your finger. And when you press your finger in here, it feels like a little bit moussey. It's not too wet to where it's gonna crease, but I wanted to show you how on this eye, when you go in with like a decent amount, you can get an immediate kind of like punch. But then on this eye at the beginning, I just kind of like sheared it out so you can see, you can get that like just sheen if you don't want it as intense as I have it on right now. So I just love this for both ways. A makeup product I was trying to really nail down this year was a nose highlight. And this next product is perfect for that. I don't like this for what it was intended for, which is like a cheek highlighter. It's too like dry of a formula and stripey on my cheeks, but I love it on my nose especially. I like it on my inner corner too, but especially on my nose. This is my favorite nose highlight. I have it on right now. It gives you that like button nose kind of look if you just do a little bit on the tip and then bring it up here and put it on the bridge of your nose. Don't connect it, just do it like here and here. And again, I like to apply it with my finger. I think that works best. It's not too icy to where it looks like white. It has a little bit of a champagne color to it. This year, my go-to lip almost every single day was just a lip liner, just on the outside to like overline a little bit. I don't fill it in all the way, and then some kind of gloss or the lip products that I mentioned earlier. My lip liners were on repeat this year from past year's favorites, but the one new incorporation that I did want to mention is this guy. This is the LA Girl Shockwave Nude Lip Liner in the shade Mauve. My lips are naturally kind of like pink berry toned, so for me what I look for is like one shade darker than my natural lip color so that I can add a little bit of shape, but that it's not like too stark of a difference where I need to put something on my lips. I usually just take my finger, kind of smudge it out, and then put a gloss over top. This formula is great. It wears well. It goes on super creamy, but not to where it like slides around. But you can see as I'm like blending it out with my finger, you can get enough blend, but it like stays down where you put it. It's not gonna like slide around too much. And the shade and tone of it is perfect. Not mentioning this as a yearly favorite. I just started testing this, but so far I'm loving it. That's what I have on right now. If you want a super glossy kind of finish, but it smooths in the lip lines really nicely, gives you that plump kind of look. Definitely stickier than both of the other products that I mentioned. This curling iron, I think I've been using for probably closer to like a year and a half now, I want to say, or maybe even 2 years now. This is the curling iron that most hairstylists have now. Like, I feel like almost every hairstylist I see is using this curling iron. It has a clamp, but it glides super easy. It doesn't get caught in the barrel. Cool thing about it is the barrel length is so long, like lengthwise, which is really unique, especially if you have long hair. You don't have to wrap it over itself 5 million times. The style holds well in my hair, gives it this like really pretty shine as well. I feel like it took me so long to figure out how the heck to get the nice like flippy kind of bangs and have them stay. And for me, I use this curling iron and I curl it up and then I put these rollers in and I just let it sit there as I'm doing my makeup. You guys have seen me wearing these in multiple videos. I tested a few different kinds of rollers. These ones worked the best for me. You definitely have to hairspray your hair to get the bangs to like stay with that kind of flip, at least on my hair. But this curling iron for the bangs with the rollers has been a key finding this year. So it is very dry where I live and my skin went through an adjustment when I moved here. My hands were like cracked and bleeding. I was trying different hand creams, went to the dermatologist, was trying to figure out how to not make my skin freak out. I was getting some like eczema on my chest. The key that I figured out is keeping your skin moisturized before, especially before going into like the winter months, before your skin has a chance to like fully crack apart. So that you're in like repair mode, keeping it moisturized throughout the year. And then what you're using obviously makes such a difference. Not all hand creams are created equal. This guy is incredible. This is, I think, my third container of this I've bought. This is like, it goes on sale for like $5 on Amazon, or actually I just repurchased this for I think like $3.50. Again, I'm picky with my lotions, especially hand creams, because I don't want it to go everywhere. I hate when you have a greasy hand cream on and then whatever you touch ends up having like greasy little fingerprints on it. This one I think smells really nice. It has just like a fresh kind of scent to it and it absorbs in. It's like thick, but it does absorb into your skin really nicely. I put it on usually like once throughout the day, but then always at night. Like I just put it on my nightstand so I don't forget. Literally, it's already almost fully absorbed. Usually takes like, I want to say, I don't know, 30 seconds to fully absorb in. Touch my face right now. I could touch my laptop without it making little marks, but it actually works. If you need an effective hand cream, but you have the same like pet peeves that I do with it, try this guy. As far as skincare, I'm going to be having an updated skincare routine. I'm going to give it a couple more months because I have been incorporating new products in and like switching things out. But that was everything as far as makeup and beauty products. But definitely check out last year's video and the year before, because when I was looking at those lists, so many of those products, like I said, I'm still using on a weekly, daily basis. I didn't want to repeat those products, but it's definitely worth watching last year's video too. Let me know if you guys want to see a different video on my favorite like books, shows, food, lifestyle kind of favorites. I recently did an Amazon best of the year video, which is up before this one, so I'll link that in the eye and down below. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.